So guys, are you worried that AI might replace architects in future? Or are you worried that the relevance of architecture field itself might get lower in the future? Or if you are a student right now, whatever you are studying might become irrelevant by the time you graduate from your courses? If you are worried about these topics, this video is exactly the video for you. In this video, we will go point by point discussing how you can future-proof your career as an architect. And to give a brief introduction about me, my name is Saransh Singh and I'm an architect by profession and currently working as a BIM specialist here in Canada. And I have almost 10 years of experience working in this industry. And whatever I share on this channel is based purely on my experience and the feedbacks that I keep getting from the industry professionals that I work with. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, so please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, and without any delays, let's get started with the video. So let's start with the first point. Will AI take your job or take our jobs? So the answer is very clear, it's no. AI is still in a very early developmental stage where it can just help us, but the time that it will take for an AI to replace us is, I think so, at least a decade away. That means around 10 years away. So you don't have to worry that AI might take your job. So don't start worrying about AI. But what AI is doing right now is helping us in our workflows. It is helping us do renders faster. It is helping us give more options on a plan. It is helping us make more conceptual designs. But we are not at this point. At this point, we are not at that level where we can get plans which no humans have to do anything on it and it can go for submission. We are not at that stage. AI is still very rudimentary. We still don't have that much of efficiency and power in AI, but in future we might get it. But still, an architect will play a very crucial role in operating AI. Now let's talk about point number 2, relevance of architecture. So my friends, architecture will always be relevant to us because as human, our demands are constantly changing and there has to be a human in the loop who will take those requirements and put it down on pen and paper or on a software. So relevance of architecture will always be there till the point humans are ruling this world. So you don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk about how you can future-proof your career as an architect. So first thing I would like to talk about is getting your mastery on softwares. Software is something that will rule the world and is ruling the world. Everything that an architect does right now is done on software. No one is using pen and paper. Might be your principal architect might be doing some designs on it, but nothing more than that. So mastery of softwares is very important. First is AutoCAD that everyone learns. Secondly, you need to mastery on BIM enabled softwares like Rhino, Revit or ArchiCAD. ArchiCAD is not used in many regions, but if it is used in your region, study ArchiCAD and learn it thoroughly. Okay, like you should know everything about all these softwares if these are used in your territories. If you are into computational design, if you want to do more complicated design, learn Rhino along with Grasshopper, Revit with Dynamo. So these combinations are very important. If you are planning to go into computational design, if you like parametric architecture, then this is your option. Now let's talk about point number 2. College education will not help you get a job. Whatever we are learning in colleges right now, wherever you go, like most of the countries, we are learning outdated things. We are not integrating the latest tech that is there out in the world. So what I would suggest is while studying, get in touch with some architects, not well-established firms and big companies, just small-scale architects who are just starting their firm or who are just doing freelancing work. join them, work with them, even one day a week. If you can get into touch with an architect, sit with them and learn what goes on a site, on an architecture site. This knowledge is something that will help you in your architecture career a lot. You need to learn how sites are managed, what goes on a site, how approval drawings are submitted, or what is the process of an entire architectural drawing approval, sanctioning of drawings, or getting payments from the clients, how the design process flows in the real world. So that's something that you will learn from an architect, not from your college. Point number 3, if you want to future-proof your career and your life as an architect, I would say start early and start learning about your local bylaws. Whichever state, city or country you are in, they will have bylaws like this kind of books. So you need to learn what are the local bylaws in your city and how the approval drawings are done. What is the process? What are the critical elements that you have to include in an approval drawings? What are the sheets that you need to approve? So all of these things, if you learn these, there will be no competition for you out there that will say that, okay, this guy is not competent. So learn these things and this will actually help you in your career. Point number 4, learn about BIM. Lot of international companies and lot of countries have already adapted the BIM mandate, which includes everything that is under BIM umbrella. BIM is not just one software, BIM is a process. So learn about this process, learn about what is asset management in BIM, what is site management, what is scheduling in BIM, how a project is managed in BIM, how the entire workflow is done in a BIM environment. So if you learn this, you have or you will open another career pathway that I am on right now, that is your BIM professional pathway. You will go away from architecture, but this pathway is rewarding and it pays well. So if you can do that, start early in your architecture college, or if you are just out of the college or young architect, I would say start learning about these things. Even if you are going to start your own firm, this will help you a lot. Last but not the least, guys, this is for very few people who love coding, who love computation, and who love parametric architecture or building plugins. If you are one of those guys, I would say go ahead, learn coding. If you can code a plugin for a company, you will be paid a lot. In my company, there is a team of architects and architecture aspirants who are not architects, but they are in this industry. They are developing custom plugins for the company. And I must say that most of them are paid $100,000 and above yearly, of course. So think about it. If you are keen or if you are inclining towards software development or coding, don't let it go. Encash on it, learn it and excel in it. You will have a lot of opportunities in future and in architecture and construction field. So guys, this was it for today's video. I hope you liked it and I hope you will support the channel by subscribing and liking this video. And guys, if you have any kinds of doubts or queries, please go ahead and mention it in the comment section. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.